Most people, they come up in crowds or they come up without the proper home training. Even if you had some home training, people feel like they're missing out on something. So the lowest level of humanity is animalistic qualities. Understanding that premise is way more important, and it matches up with the worldly society of things. You see people dive headfirst into doing things that's not satisfiable to the spirit. And then that takes you to a knowledge to let you know that most people are trying to satisfy the fleshly action of things. It's like, your flesh get that itch, you got to satisfy it. When in fact, when it comes to making finances or money has been sacrificed. Before money came into existence, it was a sacrifice to allow money to exist. So for the most part, money is a science. And people have usurped that energy to serve the wrong purpose out of addiction. I've been through a lot, when it comes to manipulation and people trying to take advantage. Moreover than that, most of the times in my head, I thought everything was going well. And the whole time, I was probably getting played. Most of the time, I knew I was getting played, just trying to figure out how did I end up in this situation. And dealing with trust, and loyalty, you want to give that energy to somebody who's deemable to hold that trust and honesty with you so you can grow together. That's what a counterpart is about. Somebody who has that wherewithal within you as much as you have it in them. So you grow together like two towers or two great trees. And then the two great trees pollinate each other's, each other's flowers, and they bear fruit. But you can't make nobody do that. That's not something you can force somebody into doing. And most of the time, since we live in a treacherous world, since the beginning of time, there's been treachery on this world on different scales of savagery. You have people that look at these qualities and they feel like, I can get somebody that I can use in that aspect. I can get somebody to where they don't know how I really am, and I'm going to treat them as such. And I'm not going to always say that I was a perfect individual, Like, I ain't always been a good dude. I would let my emotions get more involved in the situation sometimes. But my emotions was pure to hold on to something that I thought was of value. When in fact the value was, or what I thought was value, was trying to show me that I was insignificant. And that's okay as far as I'm concerned, because through my life, I've always been able to tap in and see things happening before they happen. I get these vibes, I'm able to sit down and be still. So when my homeboys was trying to run the streets and do extra shit, now don't get it twisted, when I was young, I was out there, I was doing, the street thing like everybody else, and I was good at it. But it was like soon as they saw that I was able to turn that switch off and become a person of a household and have morals and sit down and budget, and have sternness qualities to raise a family, they would turn away from me. It's like, yo, that's not the person right there, that I wanted to be with. And that was like in the past when I would meet people, you think you gotta, when you meet somebody, you don't always be the same person that you grow into. So you gotta fit that energy in. So therefore, that positive energy is going to protect the one that you now say you love and whatever family y'all choose to bring forth, right? Well, and those type of energies, I had people go against me just because they realized I had greater qualities than they perceived. I've been in situations where I would put that first instead of that being last. Put the good qualities first. And people would be amazed by those qualities, and I would watch their amazement, and then they would try to carbon copy what I am without putting the work in. And you know, it's a problem with that, because if you don't have that inside you already, how are you going to be able to produce that energy? Because you got to stand on that. So I have something with me to where I'll give my all. I'll confide in an individual, like, and I'll put all my time and effort into that. But as soon as I pick up the signals that you're not all the way here no more, I don't like to question. I don't like to go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? But I will make it known. And if you're not responding to me in a way that solidifies how I feel, or showing me that you care enough to put the energy into this, I'm automatically going to turn the faucet off. All that, stop, out the window, cut it off. And then the counterparts will find blame to say, why you doing this or why you doing that? Well, I really don't have to answer to you if you're not going to answer to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it got to those levels as far as I was concerned, you know, in some of the relationships I was in. But, you know, you don't give up. You keep going. And when you keep going, you know what I mean, a person feels like if they're in a situation with you, they feel like if you don't make the destructive moves to stop something from happening at a certain time, then they must have some form of a hold on you, which is not true. It's never true. Some people just be in their mind so much, they don't know if they should let go or hold on. Well, it becomes very clear to me the more you stay in your action that this is not where I'm supposed to be. And I'm even more on the side of giving you the benefit of the doubt, because I'm confident in myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew a chick was cheating on me, and I could tell, but I still knocked the lining out of that shit. So then I talk shit. I be like, "Are you cheating on me with this little nigga?" It's funny. I'm going to stay off that real quick, because I'm not that type of dude. I'm just cool with me. I don't brag. You know, I don't boast. None of that. I just do what I do. But if you my queen, or if you my woman, or if me and you choose to get together, this is me and you boasting and bragging together, supposedly. It always ends up being a separation in between the choice. When you make a choice to be with somebody, y'all merging to become one. So it's never going to be a separation unless you're already separated from that individual and the individual does not know. People in this world who don't have the morality of knowing how to be right, they come up with all the stories in the world, you know what I'm saying, to justify why they are right. When in fact, a person who right ain't got nothing to say. I don't got to defend my shit. You know in your heart what really happened. You know you was there. So I don't need no judge and jury of peers. I don't have to go around trying to find somebody to say, yo, you know this is true. You believe me. I don't got to do none of that. I ain't got to go to somebody and be like, yo, son, remember this? I ain't got to do none of that. There's no need for it. You know why? Because real speaks in its own quality. And it's going to keep speaking the longer you stay away from the best thing that you have, because you know why? You lying to yourself. The reason why I'm bringing this knowledge to y'all, because I hope my experiences can give somebody an outlook. Currently, I am not with no one, but that doesn't stop me from doing good in my life and going forward. I'm going to keep doing that. And if someone thought they had the power to stop or put harness on the greatness that I am because of who they are, they just lying to themselves. That's called denial. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, after I stop caring, I just don't care no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to have that love that I have to offer when I'm gone. And you can't even access that if you wanted to, because I tap into the divine. I know what the divine has to offer. And even when I meet somebody, I'm praying. I talk to the divine when I meet somebody new. And I'm guided through the circumstance that I'm dealing with. It's never me, it's always the divine. And then they wondering how you know stuff, or how you vibe like that, or who told you that, or you just crazy and all that. Well, if the divine crazy, I'm crazy too. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm just trying to get y'all to see, don't let nobody put you in your head in a way that has you locked in your head to where you can't move. That even goes for the counterparts that feel like they got to be the ones to inject that negative energy on something that's good. Don't get trapped in your own energy and then don't remember how circumstances took place. And you sitting there like, how did I get here? You put yourself there. If you can't access the divine, that's because you're not trying to and you're not sacrificing. You always got to sacrifice what's in here to make room for something to come in. Be mindful. Stand on yours, 10 toes down. Respect.